What's good with it? Welcome inside the Nine, the newest project here on the ValleyBiz channel. I'm Gabe, the creator, owner, designer of ValleyBiz Clothing. I'm gonna be your host. I started originally with the BMX-based podcast called Shooting the Shit, which shined light on the top BMX riders within the 209 area. But now I'm expanding the platform because some people forget that not only is ValleyBiz Clothing the 209's BMX movement, it is also the 209's lifestyle brand at heart. Why not utilize this platform like I originally created it years ago to showcase all the hidden talents we have here in the Valley? So if they're a guest here on this platform, they're either reside in, they are from, or they have serious ties from within the inner circles of the 209. 209 stand up from the 209 nasty. We here back in Merced for Inside the Nine. I pulled up over here at the gym for Chiquito's interview. We're gonna be sitting down with him, giving y'all a piece of his insight for the 209. Let y'all see what it's like living out here in 209, Merced to be exact. So before I really get into it, I got some shit written down here. I put obviously you're from Merced. You have a record of 14-3 with 2 KOs.
Yep.
Okay. And you also, I've seen you known as the Pride of Merced.
Yes, sir.
Hey, okay, that's right. I love that. And the bottom main one is you are the WBC Youth World Champion, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's get into it. And I got to use this, so what's good with you, champ?
Yeah, going good, brother. Shoot, just, taking every day as it goes, whatever comes our way, we just, deal with it as accordingly.
Okay, that's right. So before I came over last night, I did some little research on you.
Yeah.
So I've got here, you won your belt on June 5th in 22, which is also your pops' B-Day. Yeah, so that was probably a good ass feeling.
Yeah, it was a great feeling, to have all my whole family there. Well, just my mom, dad, brother, and one of our good friends there. And yeah, just to have them there in attendance with the other guy's home crowd, because he was from Mexico. So the whole place was packed with just his fans.
That's right. Oh yeah, because it was in Mexico City.
Yeah.
That's right. That was a good experience then.
No, for sure. Yeah, a lot of mouths were shut.
That's right. As they will continue to be. That's right. So I don't know if these are still facts, but your pops is your manager.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He goes and gets your fights and promotes, or what all does that consist of?
Yeah. Well, from the beginning of my career till now, he's been getting me fights. Looking for opponents that are right for me.
Okay.
And for a while, I did go to Mexico City for like almost 2 full years of just straight fighting over there with a promotion, Chiquito Boxing Promotions.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to them. They did their thing with me, and sadly we parted ways, and we just got on our own thing and started going up from there.
Damn, that's right. Where was most of you trained in a lot of different places then?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. I've trained in all over the United States.
Okay.
Like Puerto Rico, Mexico, all over Mexico.
Okay.
And yeah, brother, even now we're still moving state to state, getting things handled.
That's right. Okay. All right. And then so we're here. Your last name Haro, and we're at the Haro Bros gym.
Yep.
So how's that running a gym and fighting?
It's definitely a blessing, man, because most people dream of this, to have their own gym and to live their dream of helping other fighters achieve their goals.
Yeah.
And watching them grow up and become who they are now. And it's definitely a great feeling to be a role model to these kids as well, and giving them the motivation every day to keep on going. And it's a great feeling. They definitely enjoy it as well.
Yeah. Just looking too, it's just not a lot of people know the inside of like being the one to like clean the equipment, keep the upkeep on the equipment, make sure it's all nice. But it's a task. But I'm sure like once it's done, you're like, damn. And then you see the people enjoying it and all that. No other better feeling.
Yes, sir.
The same thing at the ValleyBiz compound. We had ramps and all that. Like we would build different ramps, riding obstacles, and like to see younger kids, I should say, just come by and just have the like time of their life for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, it was worth those struggle out nights and just by myself sweating. It's worth it. All right. So back to you. I also got you started. Let me see. Yeah, you started started fighting at 4 years old.
Yeah.
But you trained at an actual gym for the first time at 7.
Yep.
And then it's been on since then?
No, yes, sir. My pops, he started me, teaching me the basics,
Okay.
the basic fundamentals when I was 4. And, I remember one time we were watching some fights on TV and I was like, hey, man, I want to do that.
Hey.
And he was like, man, I'll take you to a gym, try and, see what we could do. And yeah, we got things started first at United Boxing Club here in Merced with Coach Willie Felix. Because my dad was working a lot at the time, so he couldn't really, put his time into, training me. So he just sent me to another coach for a while. We were with him for a little bit, got some experience in. And yeah, we ended up parting ways. But, my pops, he started taking over after that. And yeah, shoot, we are where we are now.
Hey, that's right. One thing leads to another. Hey, everything happens for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Hey, like you said, hey, believe in yourself because I believe in you.
Yep, exactly.
I seen that. See, I be paying attention. Yep. I be doing my research on my guests. Yeah. So, your latest win, tell me if I'm correct, July 13th of 24?
Yep.
Okay. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Oh, yeah. It was against a very tough opponent, a very experienced fighter.
Okay.
A boxing veteran, Lito Naruto Dante. He was from the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah, he came all the way down here, just to, run the hands with me. And yeah, we did our thing. We put on a great show. And yeah, it was definitely a great win for me.
Nice. That's right. It's next. And your next one's in a few weeks, May 24th, Los Banos. So you're getting excited for that one? You getting ready?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. It's been a while. Last year was my last fight.
Yeah.
And shoot, now to be back in the ring, close to home, and under our own, promotion, it's gonna be a great feeling with the home crowd.
Yeah, damn. I'm gonna have to pull up. So your last fight, I think I got it right, was flyweight?
Yeah.
Okay, and that was not a title fight. Or...
No, it wasn't a title fight. It was just an 8-rounder.
Okay.
Just to get back in the ring. And yeah, it didn't go as we wanted. We didn't end up getting the win, but at the end of the day, we learned a lot, and we're definitely gonna do things a lot differently now. Okay. And yeah, I could say it's going well so far.
That's right. Gotta go through some hurdles every other time.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'm gonna keep repeating that. Strawweight is another weight class you're in? Yeah,
that's my original weight class.
Okay.
Now we have to move up to find fights because most fighters aren't able to drop to strawweight. And yeah, they're like, oh, we could maybe meet at 108. Right here, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as you guys are willing to fight, and yeah, we're just gonna go put on a great show and do what we got to do.
That's right. I love to hear that. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's like, because some people that might not know, because I know my pops grew up watching boxing. He still watches the non-big like fights or whatever.
Yeah.
Every day I can pull up on him, he's just watching boxing.
Yeah.
So I don't understand like all the weight changes and how it's just like, some people look at it like it's not really an art or like a way of expressing yourself as like you how you explain everything from what I've seen in your interviews, and hopefully we get to it is. It's the same way the same energy I put into like creating clothes and riding the bikes is the same exact way you are.
Yep,
so it's pretty dope. Some people go at it like angry, like I just want to fucking punch people and knock people out. But no, you're like, nah, this is me for the show, for the cause, the community, I love it. I love it. So all right, I already started with the generic questions. Let me get some more scripting ones. Where would you say your fighting style comes from and who influenced you throughout your career so far?
I would say my fighting style comes from Ricardo Finito Lopez. He was a strawweight as well. He fought at 105.
Okay.
And he was a boxer puncher. That dude could crack. He could work speed. He was in and out real fast. Nobody seen him coming, and they for sure, he for sure made a name for himself. He went 51-0. With I don't know how many knockouts. He was, definitely a hitter.
51. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can see. All right. Can you tell us one wild boxing memory that you can share? Whether it's like a story of like a trip, a venue, an actual fight, another opponent or another fighter, just something that like sticks with you.
I would say when I fought for the world title, the buildup, for that fight.
Yeah.
It was, definitely like how I imagined like fighting for a title.
Okay.
I was out there in Mexico City. I was out there for a few months training, working hard. And the WBC held a conference, for a fighter that had just won a title. I think it was Brandon Figueroa. He had just won the WBC title against Luis Neri, and they actually had a conference. They also had me mentioned in there as well. They had my title that I fought for right there, and they had me and my opponent face off in front of I don't know how much people, all the whole World Boxing Council. There was like professional fighters there, old school fighters. And they had us, they announced us like, oh, we have, Jesus Chiquito Haro and Francisco Pulga Araujo right here. They're gonna face off for this title, June 5th, of this year. And yeah, they were just building it up. And I remember just, giving my speech, letting them know how I felt and how, my prediction was gonna go. And he gave his own little 2 cents in there. And yeah, they had us face off, and there was, everybody was cheering, everybody was clapping, everybody was like, talking smack, everybody was doing all whatever. Great. Yeah, they were doing what they had to do, and it was definitely a great experience.
That's just like I'm envisioning it as you're saying. I'm like, damn, that pie never had nothing like that.
No, yeah.
So I can only imagine. Damn. All right. So, what's your favorite city to fight in, and where all have you traveled for fights?
Man, I would say my favorite city. I would say like my favorite place that I've probably been to was Dallas, Texas. It was definitely a great experience out there. When I fought for the Junior Olympics, me and my brother actually fought that same tournament. We both won the gold medal there.
Yeah. Damn, see, I fucked up on my research. I missed out on that one. Damn.
No, yeah.
Well, congrats on that. Late congratulations.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we both did our thing out there. We fought every day, and shoot, we got the gold medals, and we enjoyed ourselves a little bit after that. Saw around the city, looked at all the landscapes. It was definitely a beautiful place to be at.
Okay, Dallas, Texas. All right. So your all-time favorite boxer, it is.
My all-time favorite boxer is Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez.
Okay.
He's he's from Nicaragua. Man, that dude, he was small guy, small frame. I met him actually, and he's my height, and everything. And man, that dude could crack. He's like one of my favorite fighters. Everybody, like, I would say they fear him.
Okay. That's a good one. So what's one old school boxer or training camp / gym that new era boxers or fighters should know about?
I would say the Romanza Boxing Gym in Mexico City.
Okay.
I've been there, and that's where a lot of old school to new generation fighters are being bred out of. And I remember being in there, and my old promoter told me, he's like, man, this gym hasn't been cleaned since he opened it. And I remember I'd be like, man, what? And then I went in there, and man, it smelled like sweat. There was like sweat on the floor. All the bags were dirty. The ring was dirty. Man, everything was left how it was since, he opened it. And I got to say, it was definitely a blessing because a lot of legends were bred in that gym.
Wow. That's wow, mind blown right now.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad I asked that question. So if you can go to any venue, new or old, where are you gonna go?
I would say the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Okay.
That's where a lot of fighters, they dream to fight out of in Las Vegas. That's the mecca of boxing right there.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
And I would say, the T-Mobile Arena or MGM Grand, any of those venues, that would definitely be one of my, top places to fight at because man, they bring a lot of people and a lot of people love fighting there.
Yeah. Well, when you do, I'll be there.
Yep,
I'll be there to watch. You'll hear me hollering.
Yeah,
So if you can spar, train, or fight with anyone who's dead or alive, who are you gonna get in the ring or gym with?
I've sparred with a dude that I've always been wanting to spar, Bam Rodriguez. He's from Riverside. Well, he's from Texas, if I'm not mistaken, and he's training in Riverside right now with Robert Garcia. I've been, watching him for a while, and he's always caught my eye because he's a small guy as well, and he lets him go. He switches stances. He works angles. He lets those punches go. He hits hard. He knocks out everybody. And to be able to share the ring with him for as much rounds as I did, it was definitely a blessing because not a lot of people are able to do those type of things.
Okay.
And I'm definitely blessed to be able to be there and be in the presence of all the boxers that were there because there were a lot of other boxers, Rayo Valenzuela, Mikey Garcia, the legendary coach Robert Garcia, Bam Rodriguez, Joshua Franco. They were all there, in attendance, and many more. And yeah, it was definitely great to, you know, showcase my skills in front of them.
Yeah.
And I would say the fighter I would like to fight is, you know, currently a champion in my weight division right now.
Okay.
Oscar El Pupilo Colazo from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
That's definitely one of my you know, fights that I'm looking forward to in the future.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to say dream fights because I know it's coming.
Yep. Hey, say weight class.
Yep.
Title, you gotta go for the top.
Yeah.
I see you. I see what you putting down.
Yes,
that's right though. So what is the best what is the best boxing venue within the 209 in your eyes?
The best boxing venue, I would say the Samar Center.
Okay.
Like in the 559, but like most of our
same area.
209, yeah, most of our 209 fighters, you know, go up there.
Gotcha.
And they, you know, they fight there, they pack the place, and
that's right.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice stadium to fight at. I would definitely love to fight there as well.
Okay. All right. We're gonna make these. Some of these is gonna have to happen soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We just waiting, sitting back and waiting for it. I'm gonna see the pop up, the poster, something like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get my ticket.
Yeah.
So if you could hop in a time machine right now and go back to sit front row at any professional fight, where are you gonna go and who are you gonna watch fight?
I would say the Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti fight that happened in 2002. From the first one, the second one, any of those, yeah, they were like fight of the decades. Those dudes were just thumping. They were trying to hurt each other, body shots, head shots. They were dropping each other. They were getting back up and fighting again. Like, man, it's definitely a great, you know, a great fight to watch on your free time. Like, you know, if you're not doing anything, just watch that. And if you're trying to get that little adrenaline rush, then that's definitely a fight to watch.
You said they got 3?
Yep.
All right, so hey, that's plenty of time to run that back.
Yeah, for
you could get entertained. You could get inspired. You could even try to train off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
All in
you can learn a lot from that fight.
Hey, if you don't want to go to a gym, just turn that on YouTube and go do it in your room.
Exactly.
Just do that. Yep. That's right. All right. So those were my generic ones right there.
Yep.
Now we go into the kind of more personalized ones.
Yep.
So, what's it like being a WBC belt holder, and how many places have you taken it with you?
It's definitely a blessing, man. I've taken it all over California, all over Nevada, you know, just to showcase, you know, showcase to the kids, because I remember after I won it, I was going all over, you know, California. People wanted me at certain events. They wanted me, you know, to show their gym, you know, to show all the kids that, you know, everything is possible. And, you know, and it's, you know, like I said, it's a blessing, you know, and I just love it. I love, you know, showcasing my hard work to these kids and showing them that, you know, what hard work could get you.
Yeah. That's tight. All right. I'm going to check this real quick and make sure it's still going.
Yeah, sounds good, brother.
Bam. All right. Actually, let me scoot this a little closer just in case.
Sure.
Bam. All right. So we get picked back. Oh, yeah, right there. So how many meals have you ate off of that thing? And what was the first meal you ate off of it?
Man, I remember the first meal I ate was a filet mignon with mashed potatoes and asparagus. All-time favorite meal after a fight, because that's a champion's meal right there. Win like a champion, you eat like a champion.
Yes, sir. I feel that. I feel that. Damn. All right. So I see it on Instagram that you were nominated for Professional Boxer of the Year.
Yes.
How'd that go and how'd that feel?
Yeah, it was definitely a blessing, man. This past 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, me and my brother had went to the California Boxing Hall of Fame, and we were just right there, just in attendance. You know, we didn't know nothing, and yeah, I guess the coordinator of all that, the dude that was announcing, you know, all the fighters, all the Hall of Famers, he was like announcing all, like, you know, he was giving like honor to all the professional boxers in the building, and somehow, like, you know, me and my brother, we got our name called, and we were called up, you know, to where all the Hall of Famers were.
That's dope.
And yeah, I remember we were just sitting there, you know, eating our food, and I remember like mid-bite, I heard, oh, and from Merced, California, Jesus Chiquito Haro and his brother Daniel Manitas Haro, the Haro brothers. Please come up to the stage if you guys are here. I was like, what? I was right there. I was like, oh shoot, I had to swallow my food real quick and run up with my belts. Yeah, I ran up there with my belts, and man, I was just lined up with Hall of Famers, you know, current pro boxers, all that, man, like legends, straight legends, and future legends.
That's dope.
You know, and soon to be us, man. You know, it's with all good, you know, in God's timing. You know, and it was, you know, it was an honor, man.
That's right.
It was, you know, they're definitely looking at future Hall of Famers.
That's right. That's right. Being right amongst them too.
Yep.
Just like seeing what your future can hold.
Yep.
All right, let me grab my soda real quick. I got some in my throat.
Yeah, sounds good, brother.
Ooh, shit. Didn't want to just start coughing right there while you were speaking. I was gonna try to hold it in. Eyes getting watery. Well, don't do it. It's getting good. All right, let's get back into it.
Yep.
We got what, like 20 minutes or so. All right. We almost there. We got like, let me pick some good ones out of here then. Let me see. Next one's actually really good. All right, so being a WBC belt holder must come with some special perks, no?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, like I pull up, people like big name people invite me to their events.
That's right.
They cater, to me, I'm definitely grateful for all them, because they've definitely shown a lot of love, for, especially for me, winning the belt and being from where I am, they definitely recognize.
Okay. That's right. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I already brought it up. When do you have more fights coming up or other events you'd like to let everyone know about?
No, yeah, I got a fight coming up this month on the 24th in Los Baños, California at the Santa Lucia Ranch. We will have Hall of Famers and former world champions Daniel Ponce de Leon and Paul Banky in attendance. Paul Banky will actually be one of our commentators commentating the fight, so keep a lookout for him and our other former champ, Daniel Ponce de Leon. And we also have another pro event coming up in September, but we're gonna, we'll just stay tuned on that one.
All right, that's right. So how can someone get tickets to the upcoming fight?
You guys could come up to our gym here at Haro Bros Boxing here in Merced, California at 1851 Grogan Avenue in Merced, California. Our tickets are sold here. You guys get them while we still have them.
All right. We can take a little break if you need to at any
sounds
point
good,
too.
brother.
If you want,
I'm good.
keep going?
I'm ready.
All right, just at any point, just let me know. And then, yeah. Let's see. So, being a Merced guy, do you have any food spots in the Valley you'd recommend?
Yeah, shoot, I got King's Asian Cuisine. There's like a little Mexican spot like on the corner of East Main, right there, right next to the big Merced building. You guys will see it's the only pink building there. Man, great Mexican food. I definitely recommend it. And Victoria's taco shop right there. They're open 24 hours. Definitely recommend them if you guys are, up late at night, you guys got the munchies or something. Shoot, that's definitely a spot I recommend.
Victoria's Taco Shop.
Yeah,
I might go there right after this.
Right now.
I was gonna ask. I was kind of for me right there for later.
Hell yeah.
I still haven't ate. I slept in today. All right. So, being from the 209, Merced to be exact, elaborate and let these people know some things about Merced and like the 209 that they might not know, they might not see, or they might have wrong about us or you guys here in Merced.
No, yeah, the city of Merced, we have a lot of potential. I see a lot of potential in these kids and everybody who comes in the gym. I don't see nobody lower than anybody. I see everybody as the same, and it's all love here. And I'd say the wrong thing people say about Merced is it's small and ghetto, but not everybody's perfect. Not every place is perfect. We do have our bad sides, but there's also our great sides. So just don't get it twisted. Just come through. Come, look around, drive around, go through Main Street, come through the gym even, and, you'll definitely, change your mind about Merced.
Yeah, for sure. Spoken perfectly. Just come on through and you're going to see how great it is.
Yeah.
We have 209 to get as a whole is on the rise for sure.
Most definitely.
For sure. All right, so that was the main questions. Actually, one last one. Are there any local celebrities, artists, or athletes that are from the 209 that you've worked with or are about to or would like to work with?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, we got our rapper GB.
That's right.
Ghetto Boy. And we got, my brother Daniel Haro. He's on the rise too as well. You guys can be on the lookout for him. And we have a lot of, local amateurs that are on the rise as well. We got Jaden Pistolero Chavez. We got Isaac Destroyer Zamora. And we have Diego El Vaquero. I forgot his last name. Yeah, but our little Vaquero, we got him. And we got, many more to come. And we also, I'd also like to, get some work in with Acito. You know, we've spoken in the past, and I got my little follow on IG, so might as well make things happen now. Maybe a walkout, maybe a little music video, a little photo shoot. Who knows? But there's a lot more special things to come in.
That's right. Come on, boy. Work with the boy. Come on.
Sir.
Come on. Hey, Johnny, too. You know, Johnny Boy Lopez.
Yeah, Johnny Boy Lopez.
Come on, man. Make this go full circle, buddy. I know you're going to watch this.
Let's make things shake, man.
Come on. 209 with the 209, baby.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to get to rapid fire. That's it for the question part. So now we're going to get into it. For this segment, I hit the guests with some this or that type questions. So I'm gonna ask a few questions, and you just hit me back with the answer. First thing off the top of your head. No explanation. Just boom, blam. Next one. Boom, blam. All right. Outside gyms or inside gyms?
Inside gyms.
Fighting or sparring?
Fighting.
BMX or skateboarding?
I say skateboarding.
Jazz or blues?
Probably blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Public gyms or private gyms?
Public.
All right. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Social media or word of mouth?
Word of mouth.
High-end equipment or whatever's there?
High-end equipment.
Hey, all right. Pizza or pasta?
Pasta.
Soda or water?
Water.
Oh, my God. Yeah. 90s rap or new age rap?
Probably 90s.
Hey, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Travel or stay local?
Travel.
Raiders or Niners?
Niners.
Kings or Warriors?
Warriors.
Chills or skills?
Skills.
The Bay or LA?
The Bay.
Solo training or group training?
Solo.
Hey, all right. That's the this or that part. And then now we're gonna do the finish the phrase. So for this one, I just start a phrase, and then right when I stop, you just finish it.
For sure.
This one's more personal. So.
Yep.
So yeah, just more personal.
Hell yeah, brother.
So first thing I do when I wake up is
go to the gym.
First thing I do when I get to the gym is
put in that work.
Every time I get ready to train,
I stretch out.
Whenever my gear or equipment fucks up, I
get a new one.
Growing up in Merced.
Shoot.
That's a good one.
Highs and lows.
All right. Boxing to me is
my life.
That's right. Every time I step in that ring,
I get in the zone.
I'm from Merced, and
I'm proud to be from Merced.
That's right. 2 more. I'm the WBC Youth World Champ.
Yup. A blessing. Many more belts coming.
All right. The last one. I love this one right here. My name is Jesus Chiquito Haro, and
be on the lookout because I'm on my way to the top.
Ooh, all right. That's that.
Brother.
Good looking out.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hell yeah, right on time too. Held you for a little bit. But that's that. And then while we still here, I'm gonna grab some clothes out here. I brought you a little gift pack.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hope they're the right size. Let me set this here, and let me just bring it over here so we still on camera real quick.
Yep.
Oh, my bad, y'all holding y'all up. Let's see here. Grab it all. And don't feel bad if it's not your style.
Oh, that's good, brother.
It's from me, from ValleyBiz to you.
Yes, sir.
Just for putting on for the 209. Got you a hat in there. And then right under the hat, we got some gloves. I don't know.
Sir.
I figured I made those for BMX riders for late night, but they don't like them. So I was like, who else wears gloves?
Yep.
Might as well shoot him some.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in need of some too.
Got you them. And then these right here, some shorts. Some, they got the 209 on. They should have the 209, yep. And these, hopefully they're the right size. And then this right here is just a hoodie. And I think that one is size medium. So hopefully.
Yeah, that'll fit.
Hopefully that shit. Ooh, my bad. I knew I set it in my car. I was like, damn,
it's all
got
good.
a little dust on it.
It's all good, brother.
That's right.
The drip right there.
Hell yeah.
Y'all fuck with my boy, ValleyBiz Clothing, 209.
Yes, sir. That's right. I know I was gonna bring some stickers, but I couldn't find them in the pack or nothing.
Oh yeah, it's all good, brother.
But yeah, that's right.
I appreciate you for everything, man.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. Thanks for letting me do this.
Yeah, brother.
Thanks for letting me in your layer, in your zone to show everybody what it's like.
Oh yeah, let me get a little vid too.
Hey, that's right. Hell yeah. Let me put this in. Yeah, what's happening?
Yes, sir.
Another podcast done.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Hell yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Post that.
Yeah, let me get a photo too.
Yeah.
On my
Yeah, I
phone
will get a
right
little
now.
photo too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can just send it to me. Post it. I'll
Okay.
repost everything.
Okay. Let me get. Shoot. Actually, if we could use someone to take it.